This is Building Vocabulary Skills, Chapter 7. I'm going to say the words first, and then you can repeat them so you can practice your pronunciation. All right, here we go. Acute, anonymous, apprehensive, arrogant, bestow, donor, phobia, prominent, prudent, recipient. Okay, the first word is acute. It's an adjective. My headache pains were so acute that they felt like needles in my head. Gil joked, "This painting looks like something my 2-year-old son would do." Then he felt acute regret when he learned the artist was standing behind him. This word is very great. So the headache was very great, and he felt very great regret when he learned the artist was behind him after he said something mean. This word could also mean temporary, like the opposite of chronic. Like he has an acute pain, meaning it's temporary, it's going to go away, as opposed to chronic pain that's going to last forever. So there's two meanings there for acute. The next word is anonymous. It's also an adjective. Laura tore up an anonymous note that said her teenage daughter had cheated on a test. "If the writer was too ashamed to sign the note," said Laura, "why should I believe it?" Many anonymous works are very famous. For example, the author of Christmas Carol, "God Rest You Merry Gentlemen," is unknown. This word means having an unknown author. So it's generally talking about a book, a song, a poem, something like that that's written, and then the person just doesn't sign it to say who wrote it. Anonymous. The next word is apprehensive, also an adjective. Ginny was apprehensive as she approached the cow, not knowing if it would try to kick or bite her. It's natural to be apprehensive when making a major purchase, such as a car or a home. Only the wealthy can afford to be calm at such times. This word means fearful. So it's kind of like worried. It's not frightened. Frightened is a lot higher. This one's just, it's under that. It's worried, fearful. So maybe on your first day of a new class, you might be apprehensive, or the first day of a new job, maybe you're going to be a little bit apprehensive, or if you go to an interview with a group of people, you might feel apprehensive, or definitely when you came to the United States, you probably felt apprehensive. Okay, the next word is arrogant, another adjective. Having been a very spoiled child, Becky turned out to be a very arrogant grown-up. One of the most arrogant people I know paid the state extra money to get a custom license plate that said, "I'm best." It means showing too much self-importance. It means somebody with a big head, somebody that says good things about themselves, whether they're true or not. And even if they are true, they're telling everybody how fabulous, how wonderful, how rich, how beautiful, how handsome, how whatever they are. They're constantly bragging about themselves. So we say that they're arrogant because they have to tell everybody how good they are. Okay, the next word is bestow. We don't use this word a whole lot, and this one is a verb. The Manhattan School of Music bestowed an honorary degree on a famous musician who had never gone to college. At the science fair, the judges bestowed the first prize on Vincent, whose experiment showed that dogs are colorblind. This word means to award. So you bestow a degree, you bestow an honor, you bestow the prize, you bestow a certificate. So you're giving something of importance to somebody. All right, so it's always something positive that you're bestowing. Donor, this is a noun. The verb for this is donate. Our soccer team is seeking donors to contribute money for new uniforms. A man's twin sister was the donor of his new kidney. Donor means one who gives. So you could be a blood donor, an organ donor. You can donate money, so you're a donor for money for certain charities. So one who gives is the donor. we're going to see the opposite in a little bit, which is recipient. The next word is phobia. It's a noun. My roommate had joined a group that helps people with phobias because she wants to overcome her extreme fear of even the smallest spiders. Ned's fear of flying is so severe that he won't even step onto an airplane, but he says that he's in no rush to cure his phobia since driving is cheaper anyway. This word is an extreme fear. Now, this isn't just some little fear like, oh, I'm afraid of spiders, so and I can deal with it. This is an extreme fear. Like you won't get on an elevator because you're so afraid of um, dying in an elevator. So you walk up all the flights of stairs. So extreme fear. Next word is prominent. It's an adjective. Crystal's long black hair is so prominent that it's the first thing you notice about her. The Big Bird balloon was the most prominent one in the parade because it was so large and such a bright yellow. And then it also says a llama with prominent ears. So prominent is obvious. In at least 2 out of the 3 of these examples, mostly 3, they're all talking about something physical that sticks out or is so big that's so easy to notice. So somebody's nose or ears could be prominent. It doesn't sound nice to say, but you could say that they're prominent. The Big Bird balloon was prominent because it stuck out and everybody noticed it. It could also be a different meaning where you could say somebody is prominent in society, and that just means they're sort of important and people notice them because they're prominent in society and politics and the company. So they're sort of high up there and everybody knows who they are. So that's a different meaning of prominent compared to how they're using it in this. Okay, the next word is prudent. It's an adjective. Sidney has learned the hard way that it's not prudent to tease our ill-tempered dog. Prudent as always, Meg thought carefully before finally deciding which of the used cars would be the best buy. Prudent means careful and wise. So somebody who's prudent thinks carefully about what they're going to do and then makes very good and wise choices. So in the first one, she wasn't prudent because she teased the dog. The dog could possibly bite her. So it would be prudent to figure out how to invest your money. It would not be prudent if you got paid money just to go and spend it all in one big spending spree and not think about the future. Okay, the last word is recipient. This is a noun. The actress Katharine Hepburn was the recipient of 4 Academy Awards. She received the 4th one nearly 50 years after the first one. Rashid was the annoyed recipient of 40 pieces of spam on the same day. And this one means one who receives. If the donor is one who gives, the recipient is one who receives. So if the donor donates blood, the recipient receives the blood. If somebody donates money, then the recipient can be the person that receives the money. Maybe the charity is the recipient that receives the donation. All right, that's all the vocabulary words for this chapter. Thank you.